One of the common questions I have come into the extension offices is, should I mulch my tomatoes and why do it? Well, that's a good question. We're going to talk about that here. Commonly, what most folks have access to is straw or for a mulch that they can purchase from the store. Here we just have some general wheat straw that was purchased in a bag, and this serves as a very good mulch to put around tomato plants. And you just simply put it around the base here, and you can put it all the way up to the stem right there. And you want to make sure that you get it at a thick enough layer here that it covers any of the weeds and all the soil, because any exposed soil will allow the weeds to emerge. Now, some of the benefits of applying this mulch, like we just said, will keep the weeds out. It will keep any of the moisture that we've applied to the garden. It will help keep it sealed down underneath the mulch so that the roots will access that moisture as opposed to evaporating away. In addition, and this is a huge thing for growing tomatoes in Northeast Iowa, is we have such humid summers, and our tomatoes are almost guaranteed to get one of the three diseases, which are septoria leaf spot, early blight, and late blight. And between those three diseases, they'll almost always take out our tomatoes. So our tactic is to try and delay the onset of those diseases. And that is easily done with mulch. And what that does is that prevents any soil splash or any germs from the soil that might have those diseases from getting on our tomato leaves and causing premature disease. Now, there are other different types of mulches that you can use in the garden. You can use leaf mold. You can also use good old grass clippings. And this is also another common homeowner resource that you might have. The only thing I'd warn you about is not to use your lawn clippings if you have treated your lawn for weeds, because a lot of times those herbicides will transfer through the clippings onto the tomatoes, and tomatoes are really susceptible to that. But you can also use weed-free hay if you have that too. Now, the advantages of using weed-free hay or grass clippings is that they're green and they have a bit more nitrogen, which acts as somewhat of a slow-release fertilizer for your tomatoes. Unlike straw, it really doesn't have that, so you might have to supplement with a little bit of fertilizer throughout the summer if you're observing some yellower looking leaves or tomatoes that have some type of nutrient deficiency or nitrogen deficiency on there. So I hope you learned a little bit as to why we would want to mulch tomatoes in the garden.